Hey, what's up everybody? In today's video, I'm going to basically go over Coinbase's Q1 earnings call, and I'm going to highlight a few things from the shareholder letter, and I'll give you a little bit of my analysis. So this video would be great for anybody who's looking to invest in Coinbase in the future, understand what's in their pipeline, and also for people who just want to understand what's happening in the crypto space. In Coinbase's Q1 earnings call, they used Say technology to enable all shareholders the opportunity to submit and upload questions for the management team, and they respond to the top voted ones. The questions were either answered by the co-founder and CEO Brian Armstrong or the CFO Alesia Haas. Interestingly enough, the first question that was asked was, when will users be able to trade Doge? Brian Armstrong answers that they plan to list Doge in the next 6 to 8 weeks, which means from the time of the recording, that would be around June 24th to July 8th. And on June 1st, Coinbase users can trade Doge on Coinbase Pro. The next interesting question that was asked was, how does Coinbase view competition with decentralized exchanges? Brian Armstrong states that they're very excited about decentralized exchanges, even though it is competitive to Coinbase, which is a centralized exchange. Coinbase customers, if they have a Coinbase wallet, can already access decentralized exchanges directly through it. And institutional customers already have access to something called a smart order router, which basically route orders to whatever exchange has the best pricing, whether that is another centralized exchange or decentralized exchange. Brian Armstrong also mentioned that they could potentially roll this out to retail investors. The next interesting question that was asked was, as cryptocurrency becomes more institutionally accepted and used by the banking industry, how will Coinbase respond? Brian Armstrong answered, in terms of banks starting to work with cryptocurrency, he thinks there's actually an opportunity here for Coinbase to help. And by that, he means that there's a lot of difficult technology problems that Coinbase had to solve in terms of how they integrate with dozens of blockchains, how they store cryptocurrency securely, and how they do compliance on blockchains, do blockchain analytics and transaction monitoring in a way that meets their compliance standards. Furthermore, integrating with these blockchains turned out to be a very difficult problem because you need to be constantly in sync with them. They're constantly upgrading and they're having various issues where you need to have alerts and sync. And Coinbase, the way they store cryptocurrency, turns out to be a very incredible hard problem from a cybersecurity standpoint. And so they have gotten a lot of intellectual properties and things in place and a ton of infrastructure for it. He said that they're going to expose some of the solutions that they already built that other companies can build upon, and that is through a product that they called Coinbase Cloud. And he said that you can kind of imagine it like the Amazon Web Service for crypto, where they're going to start to offer some APIs and services that other banks and any other companies can integrate with. Okay, so more info on Coinbase Cloud. They actually started in April and they are currently investing heavily in it, which is evident in their shareholder letter where in Q1 of 2021, they acquired the company Bison Trails, which is now part of their Coinbase Cloud offering. And this will allow companies to send and store crypto, accept crypto payments, and build their businesses with infrastructure for staking, delegating, and more. And they have increased their sales team to sell the Coinbase Cloud offering. Okay, so the next question that came up was, what is Coinbase's stance on government regulation over cryptocurrency? Brian Armstrong answers that Coinbase has always embraced regulation and believes for the entire crypto economy to thrive, it needs to be a regulated industry. And from the early days, Coinbase was always proactive and reached out to regulators and sought to be an educational resource for them. The last question that I'm going to show is, there seems to be significant Coinbase advertising as of late. What efforts are being put into user-based growth? Alesia Haas answers, historically, Coinbase has spent less than 5% of revenue on sales and marketing. And now they plan to increase their spending to 12 to 15% of their net revenue. And what they've seen already in Q2 is over 2 weeks, the Coinbase app has been at the top 10 free apps on iOS and Android. So they are seeing their efforts into sales and marketing pay off. Okay, so moving on to the shareholder letter, there are actually a few things here to highlight. Number one, Coinbase actually grew the customer support team by nearly 250% compared to Q4 2020. Number two, they have a portfolio-backed line of credit, which means you can use your Bitcoin as collateral for loan limits up to 100K USD. Number three, they're seeing an increase in institutional investors such as hedge funds and corporate treasuries, the pension funds and insurance companies via their secure and trusted range of trading and storage solutions. Lastly, I think it is important to point out a huge point of concern right now. So the current net revenue was 1.6 billion, of which 1.5 billion was transaction revenue. Transaction revenue is largely correlated to the price of Bitcoin. Therefore, if the price of Bitcoin is high, the transaction revenue is high. And if the price of Bitcoin is low, the transaction value is low. Therefore, the question of concern is, what happens during a crypto winter where the Bitcoin price is consistently low for a long period of time? According to the management team, the solution is to diversify their stream of income, and that is evident through products such as the Coinbase Cloud. Alright, thank you so much for watching this video. If you found any of this information to be valuable, please do not forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.